welcome everyone to Ruston, Louisiana, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech, and the fans are in Joe I.A. Stadium ready to have a good time. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders taking on the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Middle Tennessee's offense takes the field for the first time today. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Just need a few inches on this opening drive to pick up a first down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the tailback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Now on 3rd down after that run. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. On the move at the 30. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Delivers the contact. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key to their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Takes the easy completion. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Makes the grab on the left. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Williams looking for a man. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground when that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They're getting this guy lathered up. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wide open downfield. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. He leaves it with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. Tackle was made after the 1st down. The idea is keep moving it forward, able to spit it out quickly to the tight end and get a few.
And the idea on defense is to tackle the catch. Don't give them any yards after they make the reception. Nice job.
Handoff from the gun. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. Smashes through. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking for a man. It's Harper. Throws to the tight end. And the missed connection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive with a pass. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. The tag. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Williams looking for a man. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. He's got him wide open. Quick step and go. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Safe completion on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the...
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll give it to the back. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air. Intercepted.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And they're not on the same page there. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. The give on the inside. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The hand to the running back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A 3rd and long coming up here. Williams looking for a man. Getting some heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
But, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. You want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Line gets set. First down. Touch pass on the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Trying play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
To the air. It's Harper. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He looks that one in nicely. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking left. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Might be looking to run. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll call for the fair catch here. One more snap coming before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Harper. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Ruston. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Flying down the right side. The tag. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 18 over UCLA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Harper. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Spits it out to the back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-prong.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. The give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it to the back on the draw. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Floats it out in space. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. They go to the draw. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Shakes off the tackler. He now has 111 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown. And it's caught! Touchdown, MTSU! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Williams will pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Bulldogs getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, it's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Off the play fake on first down. Gets away from one. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Now they'll run the draw. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keep it on the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Back to throw, it's Harper. Got the back over the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd and goal for this offense. Wide out in motion. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 22 over UCLA. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Line getting set on 2nd down. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to pass, it's Harper. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got it. It's first down from the 11. They'll run it to the right. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. On the double. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw them.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Power football with the run. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to him. Keeps the legs moving. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Williams looking for a man. Got him downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. A first down for the offense.
Here we go. Flip it. Check.
From the gun. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Runs through a tackle. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.